maybe? Maybe. There we go. Alright, friends, what's up? How we doing? I just need like 30 seconds, it won't be good. Alright, good to go. I did not plug my controller in. Now we're good. How you doing? What's going on? We tried this objective yesterday. Did not go so well. That is to say, the objective of trying to kill Hand of the King. Yeah, we didn't make it past the second boss. Yeah, I actually died to Timekeeper yesterday. Oh no, I did get past it once, but I died to something else. Yeah, I got to High Peak Castle once. And then I got stabbed by a spearman and smacked by a ball man, or a ball thing. Swinging around in the same area. It was very frustrating. But we'll do better today. I just know it. I mean, look at this. We're starting with explosive crossbow, and cross hit has HP recovery and damage taken. We might be screwed. No. All we have to do is not take hits. And if we do take hits, then you know what? We have recovery. It's fine. One could argue this might be a little better than the double damage, since we can recover from any damage taken. That's pretty good. I think yesterday I would have gotten smacked like 3 times there. We got survival on my amulet. I didn't even look at it, honestly. So I posted, yesterday I posted the full run of my queen kill. Or the full run leading up to my queen kill. Turns out, it's really easy to... I didn't realize how many secrets I was missing. Like, there was at least 2 or 3 times where I either ran over an extra challenge rift in that run, or like shot a secret on the wall and just didn't see it. Those things are really everywhere. And quite easy to miss, it turns out. What do you got? He's got useless stuff. Shopkeeper man is playing it rude today as well. At least so far this might be. Yeah, that's bad seed. Usually if it's a loot room it's quite a bit smaller. Oh hey, more food. We played Ice Crossbow yesterday, and I don't think I even got a chance to really play with the explosive at all. Maybe once, but if I did do it, it didn't go well. So, I know we had like 3 attempts with Ice Crossbow. I don't like to jump up into people. I think it's just kind of annoying. Missed. Alright, alright. I thought I thought I was gonna get shot. Another one? Come on, dude. I ended the roll too early. I don't even know if that's a thing. But I pulled left on the joystick, and I think I guess the roll, it could be more like the roll ended and then I backed up into the projectile instead of walking through it fully. But one hit ain't so bad. We got 2 bread and we have recovery when I do hit with cross hit. Which, that's the thing, if I want to recover I have to hit with cross hit. Because that's where the mod is, even though I take 100% damage from everything. That's just the special shop. That's just another special shop. Where the hell is the sewer? Just past this thing. Yeet. That was close. Is it on kill? It's per attack. Well, that's that. We've gotten our 2 scrolls. Guess we'll just sell this. Go eat the other one and then be on our way. To where though? And I think the answer is Promenade. As much guff as that has been giving me lately, I think it's the one. It's the one. I think I just need my ice armor and grenades to be good here. Which is a problem because I don't have either one. We'll find a way. How does vampirism work again? Transform all of your current health and 57% of your missing health into recovery. That is so bad if you ask me. I really hate it. And I'm gonna drop it because I could really fuck myself up by accidentally hitting that button. This is not about taking something good, this is about removing something horrifying. Thank you. Thank you. Sadly, we don't have any bonus damage to bleed on anything. It would go well with our shield. Alright, Promenade. What's the deal today? That's a pretty good deal if I say so myself. Really glad we have that grenade. The one that flies off when we attack. Just a way to kill the birds a little bit sooner. next. Right, right. You know what? Same. That's the way out. That is not the way. Oh, I thought that was a zombie flying in. Those cells scared the shit out of me. It's fine. You know what? No, we're good. We're good. Please give me stun grenade, ice armor. Ice grenade, you know, it's kind of a perfect mix, but I prefer them separate. Thanks. 69, 69. Double nice. Hey, bleeding. It's basically the same thing as a cleaver. They both make them bleed. What's not to like? Hua. There's a dummy. Perfect. Thanks. Wait. Bloodthirsty shield procs when parrying range attacks? Yep. Yes, it does. It's the exact same thing with tactics instead of brutality. Yeah, it just says blocked attacks. It doesn't say blocked melee attacks. I don't know why I assumed it would be melee only. Ah, well. Maybe I should have kept that one. Explosive decoy might be a little bit better than the throwable booger. Okay. Yeah. Gonna get an elite down here. It's a bomber, so we're not too worried about it. Oh, it's a runner. Never mind. That is kind of a problem. And there's a shield down here. You should. Has so much HP. Yeet. That's why we need ice armor. Thankfully, the positioning of that dummy is not conducive to getting everybody on that level of the zone. I'll calm down, please. Thank you. Yeet. It's a hell of a way to hit 60. Also, not ideal. There's a door. That was bad timing. Oh, I thought I got hit dead ass. I'm not 100% certain what's going on anymore. Perfect. Literally perfect. I got a little dicey around the shield dummy earlier in this, like down here, but other than that, this has been pretty smooth so far. You want to give me a new crossbow? I won't say no. Maybe. That's not the crossbow that I meant, but thanks anyways. He tried his best, I didn't specify. Really, that's on me. I prefer crossbow-matic over the booger any day, but that's still not really ideal. That's not what we're going for. Come on over. Oh, hey. Man. I didn't even see him. Well, what can you do? We got close to 100 without getting hit, and our hit was like 27 damage. And we have a bread to top off. Yeet. It's not a grenade, but it does spawn grenades. Mayonnaise got cleared. Please. Bummer, dude. Oh. Didn't I say we were gonna do tactics to look for crossbows now? That may have been a bad decision. Not sure what broke my ice armor. I didn't think I got hit. But all's well that ends well. He didn't take damage. Perfect. Ah, I thought I was safe. Turns out I was a fool. Our techniques, we got a secret up top as well. Turns out we don't even have to jump for that one. The bomb on dodge was what saved me from that green bird. And one more for good measure. Yeet. Casual 1200 gold right there. So we should go eat that bread and top off. Either way, it's going to be a bit of platforming to get there. Just have to not walk into these spikes like I did yesterday. Yeah. Yeet and whatnot. Really didn't have anything I wanted to buy. I rerolled past the ice grenade that I was thinking about. So a little late for that one, and nothing useful was in the shop afterwards. We actually almost got back up to 60 after taking that one hit. But we just couldn't quite do it. It's kind of tempting. I'll replace it as soon as we get, you know, the stun grenade. Hello. Could I get some gastronomy, please? Thank you. Also, you know, that curse is good too. Colorless heavy crossbow. Last time we got an ice crossbow, it was kind of tempting. 6,200 versus my 2,200. Do we try it? I don't really want to. Don't really want to. For a moment I thought I saw a challenge rift. Got the ass. I'm surprised they didn't aggro actually. Come on, buddy. Oh, he survived. Okay. That's cool. Good, good. There's a clock. I knew I should have just parried the big dude. What the fuck? Everyone had 1 HP, so if we had gotten a crossbow... if we had gotten a better crossbow. If I had taken the heavy crossbow, maybe. We could have just one-shot everything. That wouldn't have been a question. I was really counting on that one arrow that we fired on the top platform to take him out. But 1 hit point was all that separated us. Honestly, this isn't a bad loadout. Maybe if we have stun grenade there, it goes a little different. I don't know. What I do know is we have 2 weapons with lighters on them. And I do know that was our first run, so it's alright. We got down to 1 left on that curse, like, come on. It's not the end of the world. It was a decent start. I almost accidentally wasted that bread. He was charging up, I was okay, dude. That's toxic. Yeah, this slow is fucking up all my timing. Mine's bigger, dude. He's really trying. Thankfully, we do have that bread there. That's why we kind of like the explosive dummy sometimes. That's toxic. I looked at that, but I kind of blocked it from my vision because I really don't care to look at that weapon at all. Alright, buddy. Crossbow. Cross blast might be better, but I'm not really holding out for that. This isn't what I want to finish the run using. That is a crossbow, but it is a very expensive... Ooh. Okay. Understandably expensive crossbow. 20% damage, 20% crit damage, and shots explode into toxic clouds. So that means 5 toxic clouds per shot. If we can get up to 10k. Might be enough to make up for the lack of pierce on it. I mean, I can't pass up on that. We wouldn't be tryharding if we did. We have double survival on our victim bleed. Explosive decoy is too useful in promenade. We have double survival on our amulet early on, which is pretty good. So we might actually, despite the fact that this is a not very good bow, we might do well here. We already cleared the sewer route. There is one more area of loot, and I still need to go eat that bread. We walked past the actual loot purple thing. Good old serenade. One day I'll figure out how to use it properly. One day. Just not today. So yeah, given that we now have the option of the ice crossbow, I really don't want to go buy a heavy crossbow. They're significantly harder to use. They do quite a bit more damage. with less effort, but they're just so slow. Yeah, I didn't think I got that. It was worth a shot. Either way, we have 60% damage to bleeding targets, and we have bleed on our crossbow-matic. That was really unfortunate timing when we engaged. And the moment we engaged, the shield did too. I almost ground pounded. I saw the spikes and I doubted myself, rightly so. Saved us some heartache and some toe ache. And probably some tetanus too. Oh hey. Would you look at that? I didn't know this room spawned here. Yeah, that's guaranteed big bread, for those that don't know. See that room? There's a bag. You have a better crossbow. No. Either way, I couldn't afford that 10k that the bow was by the end of that. I can't check because it's too expensive. One day. Either way, I'll probably end up taking it because it's higher level and I don't have the modifier here on my current one. And actually, if I hadn't re-rolled, we would be able to afford it just fine. Ow. You're so fast. My damage is so low. I can't get through the door. The crossbow was definitely a mistake. That's what we couldn't keep him frozen. That made things a lot more difficult. A legendary bazooki, that's actually kind of tempting. Those are very fun. But ultimately, we have to go with what works. Speaking of what works, we're gonna go eat that bread. I'm a little too low for comfort, and we'll check this out too. $14.41 to mile 1182. It'll have to do. Yeah, our mayo just skyrocketed, but it's gonna do that anyways. We'll bring it down. We'll bring it down. Don't you worry. Fuck. Good enough. That was very close. That second runner was much faster. He would have gotten that hit in before I could win the race. These shield dummies have the worst timing. Yeah. Try to get it in the wall. I feel like I need to go the entire stream today without making the more ass joke. It's just, it's such an easy joke to make, and it's like, it's funny every time. I just can't help it, you know? What in the fresh hell is this? What made that entire place aggro all at once? Like, everyone in a 30-mile radius got the memo that time. Look. At least they didn't sit around the shield dummy all day. Like they normally do. Thank God. We're still in blinking health territory, that's the problem. Not sure what that was. Actually, I am sure it was weak. Mr. President, no! I still am trying to figure out what happened in that one spot that made everyone so mad. I almost didn't see him because his skin is the same color as the glowing part of that chest. So, you know, not that he blended, it's just he matched what I was expecting to see a little bit. I'm wondering if we should say fuck it and not do prison depths because I can't seem to clear a curse today. It's right below. One. Nice. The combustible bits of his body took care of his buddy. That's not poetry, I don't know what is. Okay. I was rolling, but that's cool. Maybe the roll was over. Maybe it went off while I was rolling, and the roll ended between the second bombs. That might have been what happened. That was weird. That was like a perfect timing kind of thing, or perfectly imperfect kind of timing. Either way, depends on your perspective. You know what? No, I'm not rolling. I'm not parrying that bomb. You can dish it, but you can't take it. Hmm? Hmm? Can I have some bread? I know we got a big bread already, but that would be really sick to have right about now. I think I gotta chug for safety's sake. We gotta get like a solid run. I knew that was a possibility. But I thought surely it's fine. How wrong I was. Our timing was just off. Ah well. Hey, we're actually gonna get the thing that I was hoping to get. Miraculous. Look at that! 2 shops in a row of useful. Hell yeah. I really wish I could just compare it to the exact same thing. We got what I want, so I don't need to keep re-rolling that. Alright, we've got the loadout. Now we just need the skill. This is our second run. I've been awake for about 1 hour, and we've been live for 44 minutes. Oh look, another one. They're both in the same shop this time. What level is my crossbow? It's 7. I might reroll once on the piercing shot to see if we can get what I want. Ow. So we did not successfully freeze that giant one time. That's better. There do be one up here. I don't see any loot remaining. We're gonna keep going prison depths. I gotta get back into fighting form with these curses, dude. I don't know why they've been such a struggle today and yesterday. Two and one. Double and health scroll. Well, it's not what we wanted, but it's not bad. The freeze nearby targets on kill is also quite nice. I'm starting to wonder if kill rhythm would be the better option to take second and then gastronomy afterwards, just so we have the damage during the curse when the healing doesn't matter. Or the attack speed, whatever you want to call it. It's extra damage per second either way. Not today, bitch. These birdies are coming for me. Nope. Alright, we can't assume this is done. Someone just spawned, but it's not gonna teleport to me. That's better. This is why we hate ground pound. All my homies hate ground pound. That's not what I expected to run into. Yo, this dude teleports slow as shit. Every time I expect him to come up, it's something else teleporting first. So we do get 70% bonus damage to stun. Good enough. That was dicey. You're not gonna be chasing me around forever. Oh. Ground pounded. Major mistake. Whoa! Guy went to space. Safety first saves lives. Enemies hit by this will thaw more slowly. That's actually quite nice. But I don't know if it's worth 4,500 when I need to buy a potion. It is a need. I wonder if they parry the piercing shot. I mean, it is a piercing shot, so it could pierce their guard. No. Oh, can't pierce that one. This is what I call a bad time. Not sure how he froze the samurai over there. He may not even have been frozen. He may have just died. Thought it would have taken one more. Yeet. The grenade victims burn when they die. It's a problem. All this fire all over the place. The other hammer died much faster. Could have sworn I was out of the way. But, you know, We got our streak and we got bread to recover, so I can't complain. I mean, I can. I will a little bit, probably at least one more time, but we're fine. Oh. That was close. I had no idea what the hell was going on. The bombs are great. The birds not so much. When they throw the bombs, we like that a lot. That's half the reason we take Armadillo Pack every time. Alright, laddies and gentleweebs, we've made it in good health. To the end of Prison Depths, which means Ossuary is next. And the bread shop, of course. To refill our potion. We're over halfway to the potion itself. It's possible we get that 9k or 8k. It's I can't be certain. 9k is a lot to get in one zone. But we'll do our best. Also, it'd be great if we could do that and buy a new crossbow, but that's... If 9k is risky, then certainly 13k or so, at least. Maybe even 17k. It's quite a bit less likely. How much stuff can they fit on one pixel? They were cuddling, dude. It could be cold in here. I always assumed it was hot as shit because it's all red. But it could be cold. Poor fella, he picked the wrong path. Ow! Did that dude spawn attacking? Or am I blind and he was there the whole time? That's nice. Yeah, there's no way to get up there without using this. We'll leave that. Yes, yes. Can't quite grab it. Honestly, I kind of hate the affixes on elites, like all of them. They're quite ass. Those were not in until very late after the, until a long time after release. Elites just used to be bigger and harder. But some of them are like debilitatingly difficult to deal with. Like that, what was I supposed to do? I guess the right path, the right idea was to jump down instead of try and fight up there. It's not the only kind of situation we've run into where their affix just becomes incredibly difficult to deal with, either because of the enemy type or the position that they spawn in. All sorts of things can happen. Oh, hey. Yeet. We made it work last time. Things have not been going the most smoothly here, but they've been going smoothly enough, let's say. And you know, that helps. Money, 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 money. Kinda need it. That was like 1100 right there. Really, dude? Is that what we're doing today? Oh, I missed the corner somehow. You attacking? I'm not there. Oh, that was max range. Those pylons, when they spawn, like, in a place that you can only approach vertically, it's like the worst thing. Like here, it ain't so bad because we can just do that. But that alleyway with a curse is very scary. Wait a minute. They wanted me to think that was all there was. Yeet. Well, I'd say we have quite a bit of time left here. Quite a bit of space. And we're like less than 1,000 away from the potion. So life is good. Very nice, very nice. And this is still not a great bow. If we can get a great bow, life will be good. An elite, and he has an extra loot. I was kind of hoping for an extra scroll over a crossbow, but or a legendary even. Come on, there you go. Ooh. Not really worried about an Inquisitor that turns elite. Yeah? Keep talking, buddy. So like I said, not exactly the most smooth, but we're making it. Somehow. Yeet. There is a Labos. Uh-oh. We might have to buy the bread too. But we're another 2,000 away from that. Oh my fuck. We do have one bread. Maybe we find another. Come to think of it, I still haven't even found the bread shop. Shouldn't even be looking here. Thank God. If there was an ice crossbow, I would have been super tempted. Another health scroll. She didn't fall like last time. Uh-oh. Okay, their time keeps going while mine does not. Fantastic. But I saw a secret, and I was wrong. Telling you, I'm paranoid. Once you realize how many secrets you're actually missing, it's a little unnerving to run around too quickly. That's a good one. Thank you, Jesus. Yeet. Perfect. Suddenly my worries are over. Heck yeah, bud. I guess we passed the bread shop at some point. Yeah, we walked right by it like 4 times. I don't know how I managed to do that every time. That'll do. And with that, we actually got over for 2,400, so I could buy the potion, the bread and the potion. Free stuff? Wow. Turns out that means free money. Oh, I don't care, dude. Turns out there's more free stuff over here. This is what I mean. How many secrets did I miss in this tiny area? He's fine. We have gastronomy, so we get that buff. And I believe... No, we gotta go... I shouldn't have done that yet. I forgot we gotta go get the bread. Potion. If we had had to drink a potion by the end of this, I would have been so upset. Would have felt like running on a treadmill. Like taking out a payday loan to pay off a payday loan. That kind of thing. Oh, hey! Good thing I didn't take a sip off my coffee. Was worth a shot. Honestly, no, it wasn't. But I want to make myself feel better. That money could have been saved for a better crossbow. Still resisting, I see. You good, buddy? We just gotta wait and let the diminishing returns reset. Don't you charge me with that shield on. Poor fella can't do anything. Fuck, dude. I thought he got... I don't know what happened there. I just got tweaked out. I blame the bot. Distracted my ass. Well, you know what? We didn't want that extra money from that door anyways. All that money to replace that I wasted on the re-rolling the crossbow? Yeah, we didn't want that. What fun is it to not desperately need bread, you know? I'm sad, man. When his health, when the bottom of his health starts reaching the, starts lining up with the diminishing returns like that, it gets a little dicey because like you just want to finish him off, but he's also not able to be stunned anymore, so really safest to just reset. Can that zombie just fucking die already, please? Thank you. We can one-shot them. That's always like my worry when I'm here, is whether or not how effectively can we deal with the pirate captains. So they are douchebags. Alright. The moment of truth. Did we get a better one? Please? I mean, it's a 9. I can't afford. I can't even afford it, so we can't check the modifiers on the second attack. His hitbox was too small to be hit over the little gap there. Sometimes they die, sometimes they don't. I think so. Their health pool is within the range of our potential damage. But that should guarantee one-shots now, I hope. Piercing shot does in fact damage through their little things. Their little swits. Did not go through here, and there's a scroll fragment somewhere around here. No, we're still not guaranteed one-shots. They all went down together. Yeah, this is fine. I hear that runner, he's going. I'd really rather not fight an elite right now. There are 2 birds there. There are 2 birds there. I saw my arrow fire while facing the correct direction after he dodged behind me. Like, I saw it spawn. I guess the only option was to roll left or go back down. Or there were 2 options. Roll left or go back down. I was not thinking to go back down. I was thinking I don't want to roll left because there are green birds right there. So we'll just freeze them here. But I guess we didn't have the time. That is a bummer. Curses, man. Curses. Fuck it, dude. See how far we get. This can crit. Doesn't say it can. I guess every hit's a crit. Le croissant. We'll sell that. Good enough. Is brutality. It'd be nice if cursed swords were just colorless. That was a risky height to fall from. Also, I'm honestly more worried about the rats. Got his ass. Come on, buddy. Yo, welcome back, Abu. How you doing? What's down here? Oh yeah. I timed that a little too closely. We could have parried way earlier and been fine. Meant to do that and then throw the death orb down when we were down here. I jumped the first, parried in the air because I saw the rats attacking, and landed on the second attack. I think rolling instead of parrying would have probably been better. But then I would have landed in the rat attack. It would have been a gamble as to whether or not the rat attack would have hit me. But I see a bazooki and I see that I have double survival, so naturally, that's what we do. There we go. Feels good to have a run where we actually, like, want to take this. So many times we found it and just could, like, we were too far in the run and didn't really want to replace what we had, and you know, it's good to switch it up a little bit. I should have parried. That would have frozen everything and we would be fine. One thing this weapon is really good for is baiting. Because Like, you want to attack with it multiple times in the same spot. But if you're chasing down enemies, you can't attack in the same spot because, you know, you're running instead of attacking, and then you mess up your crit timing. But if you aggro the enemy and wait for them to teleport to you, then you can just attack while they're teleporting, build up those crits, and then just jam, dude. So we'll kind of try and play it like that. Crossbow-matic. Tried to interfere in our duel, man. There is another way down. See, when we're hitting once like that, we don't ever get to take advantage of the crits because it's only the second hit and onward that can do it. All the biters woke him up. But he didn't attack me, he just went after the biters. Nice. Yeet. It's so satisfying when we can do that. And the weight of the weapon, the flashing, the little music note, it all coalesces to one beautiful weapon. I should have kept that. That would have made Promenade way easier. It turns out if you just drop an explosive decoy on top of the target, the shield dummy, life gets a lot easier. I rolled too early for his first attack, parried too early for his second attack. Well, we need that. Wait. Yeah, that's just bad seed. There's no loot teleporter. We need that. Sewers is kind of tempting, but Conjunctivius would also be a pain in the ass with this weapon, considering how fast he is. Concierge isn't so bad because if you're close to him, he's not gonna go far away from you. He might jump at you once, but not before swinging like 5 times. Hey, welcome, Missy. Missy? Missy? How are you? Already starting with a shield dummy. Nice. You know, if we take Armadillo pack, we should very much put the shield in the backpack. There we go. And now we can do that. Doesn't do much damage, but it does something. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. Good old USA. Okay, this is a little dicier than I was hoping. Clearly I am from Russia. Gotcha, gotcha. I wouldn't have guessed. Your name is in Latin letters. But welcome. I like your language, my friend. I can't speak it, but I like to pretend I'm learning from time to time. that takes care of that. No cells left behind. Loot's gone. And we are gone. Bazooki is fun, but it's challenging. Explosive crossbow is fun and not very challenging, so... and it's 6,900 gold. Yeet. How could I not? Victims release a toxic cloud with each hit. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Hey, 5 boss cell. Hell yeah. What's up, Kuro? How you doing, my dude? How you been? I'm assuming you're the Dead Cell streamer, Kuro, who I met on Twitch, right? If you are, it has been a while. Been busy with the new DLC. Yeah, it's definitely one worth being busy. Hell yeah. It's good to see you again, my dude. What? Man, I don't want to climb up into the ball. Please. Yeet. We're fine, we're fine. Life is good. Do doors count as victims? Yes, they do. That's actually very funny to me. Won't someone think of the doors? They're victims too. They emit toxic clouds when they get hit. Just like anybody else. Play Dead Cells? Top dodge. Hell yeah, dude. Have you tried the DLC, Misi? Also, Kuro, what have you thought with the new DLC so far? Poor fella. I really hate slow on kill. Oh, it's so bad. It's good, but it's bad. It's good, but I don't like it. We'll say that. Played on version 2.4.14. What was that? What version are we? Does it say on here? Sadly, no. Oh, we're in probably 2.7. Okay, so that was, we're in at least 2.7, so that was a while ago. Gotcha. Played on the mobile version. Okay, okay. Yeah, I imagine it's very hard on mobile. It's hard with like a full controller and the big screen. It's causing so many lags and bugs and load times. Yeah. The only real performance issue I've seen is with the DLC is those breakable platforms in the shipwrecks. When a bunch of those explode, my whole PC lags. The more that get destroyed, the worse it gets. But I also agree, Lighthouse is very, very hard. So, somehow I got through it, all 3 of my first 3 attempts, and I have no idea how it happened, and then I like couldn't do it again for like 2 days. They really need to patch it soon. Yeah, I hope so. Because if it's doing this to my computer, which is, you know, not a weak computer, I could only imagine people who don't have their stuff built for like streaming and all that. Well, Missy, if you're interested in trying it again, trying Dead Cells again, new DLC just dropped. Aside from the performance issues, I'd say it's very good. You can throw a shark as a new weapon. And if I get it again in a different run, like at the start, I will try it and show it off a little bit. Oh, hey! I couldn't tell which way to attack. Did I have Russians on the stream? I have had a few. A couple days ago we had 2 in one stream that I knew of, but those are the only ones. Years ago on Twitch I had a regular viewer from, I think, St. Petersburg. Every other stream he would come in and give me a Russian word of the day to learn. It was awesome. I can't say I remember any of the words, but it was fun while it lasted. And that's why I say I like to pretend I'm learning the language. I retain very little of it. Are you sure I'm not Russian? I believe you specified on the title of the stream that you were Korean. I mean, I guess you could be both. I won't judge. Oh, I'm not Russian. Okay. I mean, you know, I like you just the way you are no matter what. I guess 65% health beats 50%. So I wanted to ground pound there and make things explode. But our previous run, we had the ice crossbow and we had burn the ground when you ground slam. And that completely ruins things. So I didn't do it because I didn't want to ruin my ice crossbow that I don't have. We would have been totally fine. Hey, hey, how about no to all of that? YEET. Интересно, будут ли русские еще на этом стриме, кроме меня? I did my absolute best for you, my friend. I can guess what you said a little bit. Something about a stream. So I figured it was probably stream save. But now I'm curious. Fuck. Well said. Thank you, thank you. We gotta Google Translate it. Wonder if there'll be Russians on the stream besides me. Nice, nice. Someday, someday. Do I know Russian? I can read the alphabet. That's the one, like, the one thing I practice regularly. Anytime I see Cyrillic, I make sure to try and read it. If not out loud, then at least try and pronounce it, you know? Stun grenade. I suppose we should look for ice armor too. Nothing. We'll be back, prison dips. Thankfully we didn't aggro while he had the shield. Come on, there you go. That's our 60th kill in a row without getting hit. You like to try to learn or at least understand the Russian language? Yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and like I started learning a little bit piece by piece several years ago, And, you know, every once in a while I'll try and pick up a vocab word, but I'm not like in a rush to do it. I'm not rushing to do it. No pun intended. Wait, so have I gotten past Hand of the King on 5-cell? No. Because I do believe beating the Queen on 5-cell does nothing. Well, it ends the game. Ultimately, Misa, yes. Yes, I would. Yes. No. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry, Kuro. In answer to your question, no, I have not. Does beating Hand of the King on 5-cell do something the Queen doesn't? Because I know there's the spoiler boss after that, but the Queen is on the tier, the same tier as the spoiler boss. That's why there's 2 encounters in the lighthouse. So that would mean the sisters are so difficult, probably because they're meant to be on par with Hand of the King. Which I understand, but they're difficult in a different way. Like, it's not a straight up fight. Gotta find out, right? Have I played Stalker? I have started it several times. Shadows of Chernobyl. But I've never, like, beaten it or gotten far in it. But it's on my list of games that I want to do Let's Play videos for. Just to guarantee that I get through it someday. That makes... Yeah, they are. They are. I agree. The sisters are ridiculous. Yeah, I uploaded... I think I uploaded my first time seeing them as a separate video on my channel. I don't remember if I did. I might have just marked it as a chapter in the first stream that I got it. But I did upload a video of my first queen kill, and my only queen kill, consequently. Ow, I walked into the last bullet. Fuck. He was already dead when I got hit. This still makes me chuckle. Won't someone think of the doors? They have feelings too. You like to play games like horror? I do. Not like Outlast or not all the time. I do like doing it from time to time. Usually around October and Halloween. I'll do at least one. Last year I did Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, and Little Nightmares 2, though Little Nightmares 2 isn't exactly horror so much as suspense. What do you mean he's already playing it? I mean, this is horrifying in a different way. You're not wrong, but I wouldn't classify it as horrifying. Horror genre. What am I doing talking about learning Russian? I can't even speak English properly. I'm sorry. The horror of slowly watching your mayonnaise rise. Did you ever play Close to Release, Kuro? Or back when the before they made the mayo what it is now? What it was before is that on 3-cell or higher, every time you took damage, you would get 10% of the bar filled up. And I think if you took a hit from bosses, it was 2 hits, or it was 2 bars. And if you hit 10 bars, your health would go down to 10%. And that would be your max health until you cleared it. And the only way to clear it was drinking a potion or eating not infected food. which 80+% of the food in 3 and 4 cell, when 4 cell was the max difficulty, all of that was infected. So that's what I like got used to the idea of mayonnaise with. So I have a hard time being afraid of this one, even though it's bad. We need more YouTubers like you. Oh, thank you. That makes me happy. But I mean, if there aren't any more YouTubers like me, at the very least, I'll be here. I'll still be here. Oh, wait a minute. I should pop ice armor before going down there. How you doing, TJ? I hope I said your name right. If the game was still like that, I'd probably have quit. Yeah, I agree. It was... People could still do it, clearly, because people were beating 4-cell, but it takes, like, a different kind of, like, perfect level of play to do well in that kind of situation, and that's just not how I play. I've never been the type to do full games without getting hit, and, you know, like Dark Souls, Soul level 1, no armor, no damage taken kind of shit. I do my best to get through them, and what happens, happens. If we get ass blasted for the entire game, but still get through, it's still a win in my book, and I don't care to grind enough to become perfect like that. Said it right? I'm good? Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll keep that. If we end up getting a big bread after eating that, it will have been wasted. What are my 3 favorite games? Let's see, I have to think about this. It's hard. I don't play very many, like, big games like AAA. So I have to say, Hades is really very, very good, and I like it a lot. And I do mean to make more YouTube content about it. I feel like I should say Dead Cells because I have so much game time in it. What's in the top 3? Cause I do like Dead Cells. Oh. I do like Dead Cells a lot, but I have to include Path of Exile and probably Little Nightmares 1, like as a story game. We'll say Hades and Dead Cells contend for the same spot because I like roguelikes. I like Path of Exile a lot, and Little Nightmares is probably one of my favorite story games of all time. Love horror games. They fascinate with something. Interest appears in what will happen next. Well, sort of. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Glad to hear you're doing well, TJ, and you should stop complaining about weapon rebalances then. Nah. You're allowed to complain. Just because it was bad like in the past doesn't mean it's not bad now. It's just gonna ask if Hades is up there. Yeah, it is. It is. Pretty much anything by Supergiant I love. Now that they've pretty much completed Hades, as far as I know, I really look forward to hearing what they'll do next. Also, we cleared that curse. I didn't even really notice. I kind of forgot we had it. The epic quest to kill your dad. Kind of. Yeah, well, yes, you do kill him. But it doesn't have the same weight when you're already dead, you know? Good English, right? Turns out bots aren't very good at language. That was scary. In other words, a typical day in Greek mythology. Also true. Oh, we could have just parried there and been much safer. Like if we'd parried the bomb, he would have died either way, and I wouldn't have risked getting exploded. I feel like there's probably more than just him down here. No. Yes. Far more. Oh, no. Eh. That's honestly the thing keeping me from wanting to do Hades videos, or getting around to doing Hades videos, is the fact that the game does feel like they've kind of completed development on it. And I've already done like the vast majority of stuff in the game. So it's if it almost feels like a dead end, whereas Dead Cells, I hear they're still planning on doing more content for it. There's always just gonna be more stuff to keep, like finding new weapons to try, new bosses to kill. That might be why I play Dead Cells more than Hades. But for what Hades is, being complete and everything, I'd say it takes probably at least 100 hours to find every little bit of story that there is. There's a lot. Where the fuck? This is the second time this has happened, where we're just minding our own business, aggro one thing, and all of a sudden 18 dudes come out of nowhere. Lucky to you if you try to understand the Russian language. Thank you. I'll do my best. Do we want that? No. Really, the only reason to upgrade these trinkets is for the damage received line. That can go all the way up to 10%, and we have 8. So I don't really care to upgrade before getting to 10%. We missed. Ooh. 1 hit point. Those birds are vicious. I'm gonna go eat my bread. That was a rude ass bird. I was really hoping that robot could have gone to any platform. And he went to the very next one. I thought about the fact that we didn't kill him, and I said, no, it's fine. There's no guarantee that we fight him again. We're just running through here. And then the reason I melee attacked when he was 10 miles away was because I was kicking myself for not having meleeed the bird. Like, oh, better make sure I don't make that mistake this time. Turns out we just got everything completely backwards. But it has been almost 2 hours since I stood up, so I am gonna get up and stretch my legs for about 5 minutes. And if any of y'all want to suggest a loadout to take from one of these 4, say 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'll take it when I get back. But appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope you're enjoying. If you are and you have not already, make sure you dab on that like button, yeet that subscribe for notifications on, and I will be right back. Yeet. Alright, my friends. We have returned. And why don't you make sure your followers can donate? Mostly because I'm paranoid about PayPal scams. Some people will donate big sums of money and then reverse the charge, and that charges a fee to me when people do that. So I prefer to take money through the platforms like YouTube and Twitch. Well, at this point, we're just going for YouTube at this point. At this point. I have been thinking of making a Patreon. That's one thing that's on my to-do list as well. And I might put my Venmo or Cash App in my descriptions as well, but I'm still thinking about that one. Patreon is very likely forthcoming. Hang on, I'm gonna translate this just because, for safety's sake, and then we read it. I'll do my best. Gotcha. Napojmi, что каждой стране свой понятие. Каждой шутки и может быть тебе трудно будет. I never remember when to like put a Y on the key. Понять русские шутки но все равно надеюсь ты справишься. Spravishya? That's a weird one. I did my best. But, yes, jokes and just general culture differences are to be expected. And I'll do my best. I feel like the longer the block of Russian that I try and read, the slower I have to go to get through it. Otherwise, I just kind of get lost. Anywho. Which loadout do we take? We have Tactics Survival. Okay, we're gonna take multiple Nox bow. Hopefully it does not have Pierce. Good. Throw that in there so we can switch our stuff around the backpack if I need to. Ow. The reason we don't want Pierce is because after this zone I intend to take the modifier, the mutation that says do damage over time for each arrow stuck in an enemy. Get out of here. Man, they put the elite right next to that. By the way, have I gotten the new DLC weapons? How do I like them? I have gotten 4, maybe 5 of them. And most of them are extremely slow, so I have a hard time using them. Oh, I thought I was in range. I've gotten the Shark, the Queen's Sword, the big bow, which we had available. If I next time I see it, I'll take it and show it off again. I meant to show off the Shark as well. That's my bad. What else? I know I have another one. I think I have another one. Shark, the bow. the sword. I have it written down. Hold it. The leg hugger is the new minion, and I think it's really bad. And the trident is weird. The leg hugger and the trident are the other two we have. The shark is extremely slow and its damage isn't that great. It's cool that you can throw the shark, and it stuns people when you do, but it takes a long time to get to the third hit, which is when you throw the shark. So it's of questionable usefulness. Parried early. The trident, it's kind of two-dimensional. You swing and then you charge, and then if you attack again while you're charging, then you get a crit. But also in the second half of the swing of the charge, you crit like a bunch of times while you're running. But the thing is, while you're charging, you're pushing the enemies with you, and until you hit the segment in which you start critting, the enemies are not stunned or interrupted in any way. So you're just dragging an enemy along as it's winding up to attack you until you start critting. So that has led to a lot of unavoidable damage while I was trying to use it. Leg hugger is cute, I agree, but its AI is so slow and its attack range is so low. Even it's like when it's evolved and you use its ability goes like 2 inches past its own model. The Queen's Rapier is also interesting, but its range is really, really short. Thankfully, it's not super slow, though. That is a plus. Yeah. That is why. Look at us parrying manually, like good Dead Cells players. Yeet. Look at us go. I guess this is a tactics run now. Was it a mouse? I think it was. I haven't been making good use of the wolf trap. Or the biters. Really glad he died because I was not ready to parry that. Yeet. I think if the trident stunned while charging from the very beginning, it might be too strong. But I feel like that's kind of what it needs to be useful, considering that's it's really it's one form of damage is the charge, because it's swing, charge, cancel, charge, swing, charge, cancel, charge. There we go. You know what? I don't think Promenade is the play here. I think Toxic Sewers is better. I don't know if I'll go to Conjunctivius or if we'll change pathways midway here. But I don't want to go Promenade because I don't want to go chasing after shield dummies with a bow that has no pierce. So we will take Barbed Tips. Someone suggested this a while ago, and I never got to try it out, because I always prioritized Armadillo Pack. And then we died before I could get the damage over time. So we'll do it backwards today. Shield dummies suck. Big agree, my friend. Big agree. Look at, oh, there's worms. I was too busy watching the parent die. My bad. I parried the swing facing the wrong way. It could be worse. Okay, it is worse. That's the danger of tactics. It doesn't have very much health. Eventually you actually just stop gaining health. The scrolls don't even tell you get any health anymore. The line disappears. That man turned around with the quickness. Ow. Yeet. Brutality. Yes. Honestly, those worms are why I miss. Those worms and these zombies are why I miss having Armadillo pack here. Makes life a lot easier because if you parry the eggs that those zombies throw, then the worms become yours. Your buddies. And if you roll through the bombs while you're parrying, when those big worms drop them, you just parry them all. It's beautiful. Slide a little more. Thank you. Hit points. You mean I won't go down to 1 hit point next time I get bit by a rat? Nice. Turns out that is actually very significant damage over time. Will 1 arrow kill a bird? It will. Electric whip? No, thank you. I'm not gonna get rid of my double damage amulet. That would be silly. I was prioritizing damage entirely, and that's a mistake. Another change I wish they'd make is that if my minions do damage while I have recovery available, I kind of wish they would heal me. I understand that that's a lot to ask. But I still want it. Doors are very fun. I like doors a lot. Oh, hey. We've already drunk 1 potion, so I don't want to drink another one. It's hard enough trying to buy 1 potion in a run. Buying 2 is difficult. That's why we like doors, it's just funny. And the sun lasts for a really long time. You stunned idiot. Yeet. Double brutality. Reveal secret walls is actually tempting. but not for losing 2 damage scrolls. I'm telling you, when you actually see how many secrets there are, it's mind-blowing. I know I, for one, miss tons of them. Omae wa mo shindeiru. Oh no. Another thing about this game that's objectively worse now than it was on release is that all birds used to have 1 hit point, including the red ones. And I just think that was glorious. I miss those days. Aha! Okay, dude, that was rude. Turning your own children against you. Yeet. He's throwing the eggs at my worms. They don't stop! Just go! Leave me alone. And the scorpion too. That's like the name of the game today. Oh, you think you're done combat? There's also a scorpion too. Did I leave bread? No. There's no bread shop here either. There's no portal. There's no teleporter within 7 miles. And enemies are still spawning, which means there's still quite a bit to go. Don't you look at me. If I had drank a potion there, I might have survived, but I would have been so tilted. It would have been beyond saving either way. Shit like that is why I take Armadillo Pack every time. Just makes my life easier. I'm really bad at parrying normally. We do have a survival. It may be a little dull taking the same weapon every time, but I promise this is our best chance of making it. What do we have? 20% damage. Good enough. We also have slow on hit, or on kill, which is very annoying. I think, actually, well, it is annoying, but I just realized when it's annoying. It's more annoying the closer we are to the enemies. Like, if we're really far away, then it kind of helps, because then we can just like watch. But if we're playing close and we're in melee range and trying to parry things or dodge things properly, and then we end up mistiming the dodge because the timing got fucked up by the slow, then life gets really difficult. Good bread. I heard the face flask was OP on release, like extremely OP. It still seems useful. I tried it with the Spite Sword and that was quite nice. Spite Sword plus the punishment mutation. That makes you take less damage and deal like 65% more every time you take damage. No, he's an invisible one. Haha! Yeet. Double tactics is... What is Face Flask supposed to be used for? Mostly, like, its own self-contained purpose is basically applying status effects to enemies around you after you use it based on the modifiers that are on the flask itself. Because if you read them, they're like, zap enemies around you for 8 seconds after use, or deploy a toxic cloud around you when you use, or, you know, oil and fire when you use. But it also has the added effect of doing 4 damage to yourself, or like less than 10. And then that also gives you, like Top Traz says, on damage taken buffs. And it does not kill you if you're cursed. So then it's like the Spite Sword, you get crits from the Spite Sword after using Face Flask. You get the Vengeance mutation, 65 or 35% damage reduction, and then 65% damage done. Wonder if it was used for infinite healing. Gotcha. Yeah, Top Traz was the one who told me about it to begin with. What's up, buddies? I should use my grenade, but I'm panicking. There we go. How you doing today, Top Traz? What's going on, my dude? Played Project Zomboid. How is that? I feel like I hear about that game once every other year. But then I always forget its existence and then to like look into it. Alright, we got three pathways in a shop. 2 pathways in a shop. 3 including the shop. This would be Dead Seed. None of the loot rooms are that size. Weapons? I'd be really tempted to take an ice crossbow if they have one. For an affordable price. That weapon can't, or that main shot can't even crit, and it has critical hits deal 20% more damage. Kinda sus, if you ask me. That's the shop. So, we take care of the bread, and we get our asses out of here. Sadly, even if we sell both of the breads, please give me the one I want. Thank you. I could have taken the other teleporter, but at this point it was on principle. Pretty redundant. Yep. But hey, money is money. Money is as money does. We're still 400 away. Now I could take a curse and break one of the things and sell the item inside, but that's no fun at all now, is it? Sewers are rough, dude. I always feel like it's safer than Promenade because of the lack of shield dummies, but I always get blasted. Corrupted Prison is about 17 times worse than Prison Depths, though. I will say that. Those slimes and the birds and shit. That is horrifying. Shots pierce, 20% damage. Sheer amount of enemies in sewer makes it rough, yeah. The notable difference between this run and last run would be the fact that we have Armadillo packs, so we could roll through all the bombs and shit and, like, take them over. Use them to our advantage to counter the amount of enemies in there, but we could also just not. Alright. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna take the heavy crossbow. Fuck it. I take this once in every, like, 7 crossbow runs. Good old armadillo pack. The helpful part here is that we have Pierce on this weapon. I panicked. Thank God it teleported because I was indecisive as hell. And I almost got zapped by that wall. Crit would have taken care of both of them. The other issue with the heavy crossbow is dealing with birds. It's very annoying. Even more so than usual. And birds are tiresome in the best of times. Yeet. I like to mention this at least once a day that I think about it, but if you can see the terrain underground, then that means there's loot inside, and if you cannot see the terrain underground when you pass a rune on the main floor, it has the flower key. He went to space. Enemies keep doing that. Yeah, BJ. It took me a really long time to actually like remember and realize that, but now that I have it kind of locked in, it saves me a lot of time. I think Telluric Shock will be more useful than Phaser. Phaser on the surface seems kind of alright with the heavy crossbow. Oh, that's cool. Cloaked Beach strikes again. He remembers last time. Sweet revenge. Yeet. The way I remember the terrain thing is that if I can see it, that means it exists. And if I can't see it, I don't care about it. What I can't see won't hurt me. Bruh, I ran past an amethyst? You shitting me? I'm gonna walk into those spikes on the way out. I know it. It's happened before. I was paranoid. See, like that one? We don't give a shit about it because it's just the rose. Oh no, we don't have the gardener's key. Fuck. Just bonked him off the edge. Perfect. Turns out we also have biters. Bruh. Can I get a damage scroll, please? That'd be really nice. This is prison depths. Okay, dude. Turns out the green birds have more than one hit point now too, and that's just horrifying. I was completely unaware of that. Thought one hit from anything would do. Bruh. I really thought we were going to end up on that top platform, and that would have actually ruined my whole plan. Basically, we would have been forced to reset, and that would have been stressful. Much like this. I threw that the entirely wrong way. Oh, my bad. I doubted myself for attacking when the bird started charging up. But thankfully he was far enough away to where, even though he started attacking before my attack went off, you know, he was still traveling after my arrow flew. But that kind of scenario is always risky to take, so I try not to do stuff like that. Oh no. Don't you start, mister. We good? I think we're good. I'm wondering if kill rhythm would be useful with this. As it is, reload feels pretty bad. Especially trying to do it in combat. Because you definitely have to stop entirely to do it. It doesn't feel that long, but half a second is in combat is really long. It's like a whole turn in D&D. Actually, I think that's 5 seconds. Great. We save it. 6 seconds? Damn, I was one off. I haven't played much D&D, I just have family into it. And I've done like 1 or 2 campaigns. Okay, really? He brought the gap? Is that necessary? I mean, I kind of brought my own. But still, it's cheating when they do it. Aha! Still got 1. Good thing we have the bread. Survival. I don't know what made me think that would let me go through the ledge. I might stick with Rampart this whole run, see how that feels versus Ice Shield. I know Ice Shield is fantastic, but Rampart can be good in its own right. The biggest difference between the two, because they both provide you some means of safety after the parry. The Ice Shield through crowd control, and Rampart through the shield, but the problem, the big difference is that Rampart only applies its shield to you when you block a melee, attack, not a range. Whereas the ice shield will freeze enemies hit by parried projectiles. So it's I'd say the force field is more reliable when it's active, but it's just harder to get active. Oh hey, bread. Yeet. Really glad I didn't eat that croissant. So we'll be back. And that's why we don't eat bread. There's always a chance. Like, even if we're not wasting healing on the small bread, there's always a chance we find a bigger one that'll top me off. This is a trinket shop and I don't care about it. I have what I want. Aha, he thought he was slick. Oh, that one is slick. Fuck. The safe play was to use ice armor before firing. I would have gotten hit if I did do that, but they would have gotten frozen. That's what matters. Heh, get in the spikes. Spite sword. The problem with infected big bread is that it's 30% of the bar for mayonnaise. I generally don't worry about mayonnaise too much, but you know, it is a little troublesome to have higher compared to when it's lower. The saving grace is that even having max mayonnaise is not game breaking like it used to be. Yeah, it won't let me eat that. Eating good food does not reduce the mayo. So, with that, back to prison depths. With this slow weapon, I'm tempted to go back to ossuary, like straight to ossuary. But I feel like that's cowardice, and it's leaving power on the table. All we have to do is not get hit. It's not so bad. I think this time we take kill rhythm. The more I think about it, the less I like the idea of taking gastronomy second. I just kicked the shit out of my power supply. Nice. What do you got? The one time I'm willing to take a heavy crossbow, they don't drop one. Fuck. And again, I guess I already have one. Two enemies there, two enemies there, two enemies there. Two enemies. Bruh, it's a big enemy and a bird on every fucking platform. Peace. He dodged it. Ice armor. It's a good ability. I think that's the only reason I survived there. Yeet. I think kill rhythm was the only reason I got that reload off in the first place without getting hit by the flying stabby boy. We do have croissant, so Taking some damage is not the end of the world. It would be really better for me to fight under the water, because I have the ice armor on. But sadly, that did not freeze as much of the water as I was hoping. Ow. I jumped instead of rolling. Here we go again, boys. Please, please. Ah! I've never noticed confluences of enemies like these, where just 17 of them show up when you start a fight in one spot. They feel more aggressive today than they did yesterday, and I don't know why. As far as I know, there wasn't a patch. He's off, zombie. I just want to feel safe. The birds I understood, like in that last big encounter, the birds were definitely from the hammer, but there was like 3 birdmans, 3 of these edgelords. I think a samurai dude got in there. And then the hammer on top. And then the crossbow, the bowman, who was actually the only one to hit me through all that, which I can't actually believe. I can't wrap my head around that. Of all the things we got hit by in that scenario, it was the basic bitch. Uh-huh. Well, he is stunned. Nice. And a rat too. Please don't summon the worms. Yeah, kill rhythm was definitely the play here. Yes. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I feel like this has kind of demonstrated how necessary Pierce was. Because in all of these scenarios, if I didn't have Pierce to kill the second big dude on the platform, then we would have been absolutely eviscerated, kind of like we are now. Can I get more bread? Big bread, preferably. Very large, very dense, bready bread. Hot and bready. I guess not. But, you know, we made it to the end, and that's what counts. Look, the real question is, do we chug? The answer is, I'd really rather not. These potions gotta go a long way before the end. Don't reroll. We take gastronomy. Yeah, if I don't see, like, even if we find a really super nice heavy crossbow, if I don't see shots pierce the first target on it, I'm not gonna take it. I would rather replace it with a different crossbow, like explosive or frost. Oh, you. Thank you. In retrospect, that was a bad idea. That was more shit than I was ready to deal with. Prison depths would be really hard to do without Pierce just in general because of how many big enemies are really close together. This place is similarly hard to do without Pierce, but it's more because of the worms, the little slime goo monsters. That'll do. If we don't feel comfy in engagement, in an engagement, that is a sentence. If an engagement makes me feel uncomfortable, all we have to do is just run away. That's what JoJo taught me anyways. I took a gamble. Which way would he pop up? I took the wrong way. And you know what? I still don't want to drink my potion. I'd rather buy the bread. Given the choice, though I'm not certain we have the choice. Can y'all stop alternating, please? Alternators are for cars, not people. Not sure how I did not get shot there. We did a stealth mission to take out the tank before taking out the worms. Ice armor's all that saved me there. It was foolish to attack that worm. At point blank. The worm started attacking again, but the bomber died and froze it. Yeet. They want me to think we're done here, huh? I won't fall for it. Not again. What do you got? That's a nice crossbow, dude. Get it? You know what? Never mind. It's not that great. If it had the 175 frozen enemies on piercing shot, then we take immediately. But at this point, we need to save money for a potion anyways, and our damage is still good when we're critting. So we can wait a little longer before replacing. This was not our starter weapon, so this is already level 7. which isn't insane, but it sure beats 4 by a long shot. Wait, piss off. Sweet revenge once again. Cudgel is similar to Rampart. Well, it's similar to ice armor, but it only applies to the enemy that gets parried, so it's not great. It was a worm. I thought it was one of the Clockwork Boys. We don't really like fighting these tanks because they are... the worms don't count as enemies. Only the tank does. I really don't want to fight that elite. Okay, so what we do is we pop ice armor, let him come back, kill him while facing the wrong way, or we just do that. Either way. It all works. Yeet. It doesn't feel good sitting around waiting for the curse to end, or for the enemies to spawn to kill the curse, but I mean it's effective. Owie! Evidently we'll need both the potion and the bread, which is fine. We can afford it now. Now hopefully we don't run into a need for more bread. If we can get 27%, we can reduce the mayo. We don't like mayo on our bread. That is yucky. If we get in really dire straits before we find the bread shop, we do have that croissant now. It's 25%. That was a complete guess that we were on the correct side and facing the right way. That'll do. So that's 2 curses we've cleared. Come on, dude. There is a stealth boy right there. Surprised or get surprised. Yeet. More bread. We're gonna have all of the gastronomy when we're done. Concierge is gonna get yeeted, that's all I got to say. What a waste. I'm 90% certain we faced the wrong way, but I guess we were close enough on top of them that it just didn't matter which way that we faced. There's a secret there, and we're very close to being able to afford all 3 things in the shop. The shop of bread. That's pretty good. Ow. I gotta stop taking that race. It's not good. The heavy crossbow is not meant to be fast. The worms, the slimes, they are meant to be fast. Okay, so it's a good thing we got all that bread, because I'm definitely gonna need at least one of them. Which is kind of a bummer. We won't get the double gastronomy buff before Concierge. Rat, will you piss off, please? Thank you. I'm pretty certain we've already passed the bread shop. Nope. And like all of my other runs through here, I tend to forget to go through the door for the bread shop. So it ends up just kind of sitting there, not doing much of anything at all. And that means we can now afford the bread, or all 4 of the things. Mayo tiers now maxed out. There ain't shit in here. Every time you kill something, the mayonnaise gets reduced a little bit. So that's why I keep saying mayo tier increased. This is the bread, I believe. That sweet, sweet baguette bakery. We want to focus on the turtle first, so he could roll in out of nowhere and just ruin our day. Yeet. Another legendary war spear. That's actually the second one. This one, actually no, the last one was colorless. What? Sir, your animation. He did his attack, and it swung, and then I got hit behind him like after the animation ended. I might honestly eat the little bread to top off. Wait, reload reduces damage taken as well. What? I was entirely unaware. So that means with a high enough tier crossbow, you get the 10%. Ow, I knew I should have fucking taken care of that first. With a high enough crossbow, that gets 10%. With the ice armor and the grenade, that's another 20%. Plus, up to... is it 20% on the amulet, or does it max out at 15? We'll say at least 15. That's 45% damage reduction, and that's insane. Because the cap, at least as far as I know, is 75 on any particular piece of damage. Were you scared or something? It died. I heard the bombs explode. Trying really hard to save my ice armor for the pylons. Oh, it took damage. Weird. Yeet. I assumed it would be attacking the other way. Maybe we just use the stun grenade on those. It makes life a whole hell of a lot easier. Not to mention it sets the ground on fire so they all burn to death, and that's just, you know, extra satisfying in its own right. Weirdly enough, the less we like a type of enemy, the more satisfying it is to set them on fire. You never would have guessed. That was another race. It wouldn't have been a race if we had hit him with the lockdown arrow. That initial little arrow that goes out first. Stuns, roots, and grabs. So if we had done that, it would have interrupted his attack, and we never looked at this first shop. Hopefully it's weapons. I kind of want to see if we can get a better crossbow here. I'm always down to upgrade, and it is trinkets. Still at 8% reduction. Knowing now that this is, did I skip a whole section? I did. Knowing now that reload has, damage reduction on top of it. Like, I feel like I want to try and use this more. I missed. Well, this is awkward. I didn't want to wait for utility, I'm lazy. When you're a coward, but also lazy. It's a hell of a dilemma. Oh, I got knocked into it. Nope, 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 nope. Piss off. That's better. Almost lost that race too. Yikes. Alright, that makes everything. We did eat the infected food too, didn't we? Yeah, I took way too much damage here. Kinda sad. But what can you do? There was no real reason for me to go clear out that last room other than, you know, hopes of bread and a little more money. And the desire to complete the map, you know? Well, we could have come through here with 2 gastronomy buffs. But no, someone had to go get smacked around a little extra on the way out. Calling my dad, shit. Uh-oh. Thankfully, the gripping arrow does not drag him all the way to us. So we don't have to worry about attacking while he has the laser shield on, and that was literally as close as we could have been without getting hit. Just calm down for a second, will you? I can get a force shield too. Wow. Hey, welcome back, Abu. Glad to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Oh, the shield. The robots. That slow almost ruined my day, and that's exactly what I mean when I say I hate slowing enemies. don't think I took damage there. Infantry bow, as much as I like you, I kind of like what we're doing right now. Question is, where go next? I'm probably gonna go Still Village. It's just, you know, we've had the most practice on that recently. Oil grenade has no use to me, legendary or otherwise. I feel like the heavy crossbow is too slow for fractured shrines. Like, we gotta kill things on the quick a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot. So just the safer the terrain, the better for us, because like if we're sitting under traps all the time, then that's dangerous. More so than with other weapons. Okay, so if we can two-shot a pirate captain elite, I'd say our damage is pretty solid. Oh, there are two. Next time we start with the stun grenade. That was annoying as shit. One was blocking while the other one was winding up. 700 gold. I don't know why they wrapped it in the shape of a sledgehammer, but 700 gold is 700 gold. Okay. I reloaded on the same platform and when I needed to leave the platform and then reload. That's okay, we got big bread, so all of my mistakes can be washed away by the beautiful, beautiful pain. That's a lot of shit. Yeet. $15 damage scrolls feels like a good amount. Uh-oh. Bro, this is dicey. One of my favorite things about the heavy crossbow is how readily you can cancel out of its attack. Like, they know you're not gonna be able to fire every time you try, so pretty much at any point you can just roll out of it. Come on, get him. Okay. I was really hoping the biters would go after the zombies, but they just didn't want to. We didn't even have to stun him, he stunned himself. Trying to turn elite before my very face. It's brave, I respect it, but it's not wise. We have not gone in any of these rooms, so we need to do that real quick. This is a bread shop. Yeet. I'm not convinced I'm gonna need a potion here. We have the clean Bagwetti on the ground down there. And we have that clean Bagwetti in the shop. It turns into 166% healing. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Then again, if I keep doing silly things like that, maybe we do need more than that. Either way, less mayo makes it less likely to need healing. So, easy money. For the shopkeeper, anyways. Wasted my stun grenade. I guess that's the easiest way to reset if we run away from the crabs while they're guarding. And they teleport to us. They won't guard the moment they teleport all the time. Sometimes they do, like miraculously, but the majority of the time they're free for the killing. Especially if you hit them from behind. He was spawning in. For a moment I thought it was turning elite. I parried that by some miracle. Don't you hate it when you get killed by your buddy's corpse explosions? Me too. I hate it when that happens. If you really want to, you can grab this one key, and then you can skip the other key, because you can skip the first door that requires a key. Or you can just not get this one at all. What I'm saying is there's a way to skip the first locked door if you really want to. You just climb. That would have reached. Their arms are extremely long. That is an extra health scroll, but I kind of don't care. And actually, I think you need both keys if you want to take one of the alternate pathways out of this place. I just don't remember. You might be able to do it with one. I think if we get into dire straits, tonic will be a good option for us. With all the damage reduction we have due to reload being what it is, just being able to yeet more health onto my bar like that would mean we get a lot more extra value out of that damage reduction. Uh-oh. And yeet. We missed the lockdown arrow every time, but I didn't get hit. So I'll ultimately take it. See, if you see that platform up there, right here, that'll eventually take you like up and over. Personally, I don't really care to skip it. I don't care to go the alternate pathways. I like Clock Tower. Timekeeper is really the only crowd controllable third boss, or second boss, I mean. So it's the only one we are likely to have any real success with, considering the crossbow relying on crowd control. We'll see how susceptible she is to the grabby arrow on this run. I haven't tried it against her in a long time. This is the alternate pathway, and that's another alternate pathway. It's Undying Shores, if you would like to skip Fatal Falls. And that only requires one key as well. So I was wrong, you don't need both for any of them. Let's not leave that there. On second thought, I should have left that there. Because there's a curse chest. Yeet. There's not a curse chest. For some reason I thought there was one guaranteed. Maybe this one? No. Either way, it's not the end of the world to take a curse from here into Clock Tower. It's just annoying if you catch a surprise ball to the face. It's not a good time. And if that's gonna happen anywhere in a run, it's gonna be Clock Tower. They should call it the Clock and Ball Tower. Wait a minute, I thought this was a lore room. And he was facing the correct way before I even rolled. Wow. This was the key room. I don't really recognize this lore section. You got stuff? No. Flask? Free healing? Nope. Unfortunate. Now let's go eat that bread, shall we? Or we could buy the bread and sell this bread for the gastronomy buff. That is an option, but that's not something I care to do. I still kind of want to upgrade my crossbow. Like if we can get a 9 or a 10, I'll be happy. We did take a couple hits there, but they were near the beginning. Ice armor 10. Hell yeah, dude. And enemies hit by this will thaw more slowly. Yeet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Smack the shit out of that pop filter. I apologize for your ears if that hurt you. Another reason we kind of want to max out the money that I do have is in case I do find a high level crossbow and it doesn't have Pierce, I would like to reroll Pierce. Thankfully it's not. I don't think it's that hard to get Pierce on a bow. At least Pierce first target. Right now the pop filter's falling off, dude. Come on. Cooperate with me. Thank you. We have the crit. For some reason in 5 cell they always spawn an enemy on that first elevator. It's very rude when it's like a shield dude. Got one bread already on deck. Feels good, man. Don't you be doing that. We stopped the one from turning into an elite only for another elite to be right above it. I took 6 damage from that shot. Just enough to be annoying. Double tactics. Not a double survival in sight. Not a survival scroll in sight. The fact remains. It's good to go down to the bottom when you teleport, just because there could be scrolls. And then you can just retake the teleporter that got you there in the first place. He died to the arrow of the reload. We're gonna wait for them to meet back up when his back is to me here. Yeet. How about you? You got a heavy crossbow? Explosive one with the double 20%, dude. I know it's not as much damage, but it is a lot easier to execute. And that's, by definition, that is a baller explosive crossbow. It's so much faster, dude. As much as I've been enjoying this heavy crossbow, and I'm kind of sad to change it up, I don't feel like we'll find a better crossbow than that. On a 4, that shit's deadly. On a 10, it's fantastic. Now we don't got a wart well. Talked all that shit. Now we're back to not one-shotting these dudes. I feel like I may have made a mistake. No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're only looking for a stun grenade now. These are 10s. Ran out of ammo. Even if it's not quite as much damage, A will get there. B, it's so much safer to be from this far away. The problem with getting hit originally when I first picked this up was that we were fighting big melee dude in melee range with our weapon that does have melee capabilities, but is really better off at range. Let's cross it. While it is good damage when it crits, it's not as much as the bolt itself. Actually, yeah, the cross hit crit is only slightly better than the non-critical hit from the bolt. Thankfully that heal is 25%, so if we don't take another hit, we should get topped off. I just tried to reload. Turns out there was a stealth boy there that whole time, and it looked like there was an enemy here. Yeah, there is. The arrow curved a little bit while it was flying that way. And that is a race we can win every time. Firing the explosive crossbow is much faster than the heavy. We're firing at something locked up. We locked onto something way up here. Oh, it's another stealth boy. 2 of them. Nice. The old 2-for-1 special. Got him anyways. I really did. I looked at that exact spot too, and I didn't see him. It was particularly stealthy, that one. Right, there's Le Boss. I guess it would be La Boss in this case. I didn't mean to do that. Yeet. Excuse me, so sorry. That'll do. I'm really pleased we did not get hit after pausing like that. That was... It almost messed me up. Well, that's a mistake. Not an expensive one, thankfully. That's 15% damage reduction. Yeet. We're back under 10k health because of it. That's fine. Not by much. Another bread. If you don't stay in there, the cells don't finish going to you. I still don't really have a use for cells, but what's the harm in collecting just for the high score? No stuff in this one. Bro, his machine gun diamond thing really went hunting for me. Double brutality, I think, was a better option. I should have kept that one. I didn't even get within 10 feet of that bomber before his machine gun came after me. Will we find a better explosive crossbow? It's almost exactly the same. Victims burn when they die. Arrows stuck in enemies come back. Well, these arrows don't get stuck in enemies. This is 2 arrows. Yeah, other than that, it's just... the only difference is 2 arrows versus victims burn when they die. 69099. Nice. Does it have pierce? No, not nice. And the damage reduction is 10%. That is the tempting part of that. Piercing shot has 175 to freeze, then we take it. That was unfortunate. We know he died. There's another one directly above me. I really need to keep track of how many scrolls we end up getting in this place, because there's so many. I always feel like 10 times stronger by the time I get out of here. Yeah, alright, that's one way to end it. Go eat this bread, go sell the corrupted bread, and then go get the boss. That maxes us out. Yeet. Hello there. Thankfully, I assume, I don't know why I say thankfully, I assume the timer does not run while we're in the between zone with the timer stopped. It would make sense if it didn't run, to me anyways. 69, nice. Can only run to the right when I'm taking a drink. Actually, what do we take instead of kill rhythm with this? I know we don't want to keep that because there's no reason to alternate attacks. Usually it's tranquility, I want to say, or soldier resistance. Maybe disengagement. I think we'll take disengagement. That way if I get smacked by the hand, or the timekeeper for that matter. Can't forget that. If we get smacked around, we will be able to recover number 1 and heal number 2. Hello. We're just having shurikens for lunch today. No, I was about to get that hit in, dude. I hate this little thing that interrupts me so often. I rolled the wrong way. Yeet. Oh my fuck. I need to back away from my mic. I apologize. Let me mute that and fix my pop filter. Okay, it might cooperate now. Easy, dude. I agree, TJ. Aside from the shurikens. And it would have been easier if we had gotten the projectile damage reduction on an amulet. Even with the shuriken buffet, let's say. But yeah. No sweat at all. I felt much safer having disengagement to rely on. I don't know why I haven't taken that more often. Wait, you mean I didn't do it perfectly? Fuck. Derelict distillery? Definitely not. We're not going to the lighthouse either. We're taking the hand of the king. I haven't done him or the spoiler boss in 5-cell. And I don't feel right not having that, done that, but having done the queen. So we need to fix it. Good, we can one-shot those. And those. That's all we need. If we can one-shot both of those enemies, we can one-shot anything here. Good thing we put the ice armor on, out of caution. I guess it's not 100% reliable one-shot. I'm just gonna go indoors as I see them rather than leave for last. Yeet. You can't parry that. And that blocks arrows. I'm honestly thinking of drinking a potion here just so we don't get bopped by the next thing that gets me. Then again, we do have disengagement. I can't forget that. When its cooldown is active, the icon grays out a little bit. How did we one-shot that first one? Was it because of the gastronomy buff? Might have been. See, no enemies. Can't one-shot them without it either. We're gonna assume nothing was in that final corner at the top right. I activated it. Yeah, without disengagement there, I definitely would have panicked. 100%. Because that was terrifying. Oh. That is unfortunate. They'll teleport. I've seen him do it. Maybe. Or he'll chase. That's fine. Can I just get some bread? Maybe. Sweet, sweet projectile damage reduction. Turns out we needed both pieces of utility there. Otherwise, that's disengagement procced. What a waste. We're clearing, dude. I believe that's the Moonflower keys. My one complaint about the Queen's Rapier is that its range is so short. He has been chasing us this whole time. He just can't go through walls and he won't teleport. That's right. I don't think they teleport because they have the ability to jump platforms. It's kind of funny. I mean, I'll take it. He's fine down there. The AC. Oh shit. The AC is on and his favorite music is playing. Oh, bread. That's where he was hiding it. God bless America. Yeet. Guts pierce and 20% damage. It's 11. That'll one-shot things, but we're already acclimated to the fire, the explosive. This will be the one thing that does it. If it had the thing. Sadly, it does not. Better safe than sorry. Ice armor cools down Health does not. I'm not going in without the armor. I think that was a safe play. Oil and fire on smash. Dodging plants bomb, 2 extra jumps. It is more health. We should take it. By like 700. Is there stuff here? Nope. That is a lot of stuff. He was out of range. I went early. All's well that ends well. Not sure why we're not one-shotting them either now. We take it. But we're also still gonna do the third. It's worth the extra scroll. Oh, we finally get hit with a double damage scroll. Yeet. That is a significant amount of health lost. But it's a significant amount of damage gained, so we keep. Oh, hey. Rude. Fine, fine. See, now we're back up to 40k damage there. Not sure what that's about. I guess it's the damage. The damage amulet. You sure you want to loiter there? It's kind of dangerous. I don't see any other secrets in there. I think that's mostly an ossuary thing, or wherever the hell that was. It's so suspenseful when enemies are on fire and they have like no health left on their bar, but they're still like alive, and they're just burning. I think this is just the lore room, yeah. Like, it's tempting to leave them to burn to their deaths, but ultimately it's riskier to leave them alive for longer. And they all went down together. Yeet. Pretty satisfying. We got the alternating pattern between scroll fragments and keys. It's the little things that make me happy, you know? Oh. Thank God we got one of them. And now our health is back over 15k. See? It's fine. It's easy. We're good. Best decisions we could have made. There's the king himself. Well, the hand himself. I'm the king himself. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Send the booger after that one and we're good to go. We're not ready yet. We're not good to go on the king. We're good to go over here. And get whatever the hell that is. Did I leave food or did I eat it? I know I ate the food that the green elite dropped. Smoke bomb, as fun as you are, I don't think the hand will fall for it. One more budget ass Doomfist and we're good to go. Yeet! Or whatever the hell this is. Budget ass Reinhardt, let's call it. Couldn't quite make it to 30, huh? That's what we were hoping for, honestly. Stun duration still 50%. May as well roll for the fun of it. See what we get. Aw, it's us. Wonder who they were. It was probably us. It's, you know, the queen. I assume, considering the location and the wedding dress. Yeah, now we are officially as good as we'll make it. It is time. I believe I'll chug a potion beforehand. May as well start it at full HP. I'm so used to being afraid of Hand of the King, so I tend to panic more than I did during the Queen fight. But he's a lot slower. He's just huge, you know? Alright, buddy. It's taken us very many attempts and very many hours for what it is. But here we are. I've come to see you again. Thought I parried those. Ow. Stun grenade is useless against him, turns out. It actually does nothing. Turns out 5 seconds of immunity is a really long time. He has so much health. Okay, that hit me. Cool, I guess. I'm fucked. You broke it? His range never ceases to amaze. We made it! Yeet. I should have saved that for the bombs. Turns out that doesn't count as a melee attack. You'd think I'd figure out that pattern by now. I was on the wrong side of the arena for that. He blocked it. I thought that bomb had gone off already. Ow. Fell a little early. Yeet. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That feels good. Just one attempt. It was all we needed after getting the queen. Of course, it took all of our bread. All of our food. And we have this to deal with, which I've also never tried or seen. I know what it is. I've been spoiled. But I'm very excited to actually see the fight. The Astrolab. Oh man, it wasn't perfect. We have disengagement backup at the very least. We didn't get a blueprint from that, did we? Like no outfits or anything? No. This is why the king ordered the main gate closed. Okay. It's a very nice drawing of the moon. What the fuck? So is this just a boss room or is this a whole level? It's got a teleporter. So I would imagine, yeah, this is a full level. What are you, dude? I ain't never seen that guy before. He's chilling on his little book. What? A mobile shield dummy. Oh my fuck. He has damage reduction. The slow. That's what I mean. Same shit. I dodged for the normal timing. This is a neat place. Can we look? Wait, what's no? Did I mess up by getting hit like that? I think we'll make our way around up there. Oh, mobile shield dummy. Gotcha. I agree wholeheartedly. Everything must go. We can afford everything. Oh my. Hell, what the fuck is that? Just teleport to me, dude. You really got the hell out of there. Slow almost ruined me again. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? How do you dodge that? I can't. I literally can't. I knew I should have drank a potion, but I was panicking. Actually, I didn't have a potion, come to think of it. How do you deal with that when he's on you, other than dodging at the precisely perfect moment? I guess you would need like the oil grenade or like just some grenade that just explodes above you really high. Oil grenade has a really tall radius. Fire grenade, powerful grenade. Maybe if I had meleeed. I definitely fucked up by not climbing high enough on the ladder like 4 times in a row. But my excuse there is I was panicking. Damn. I really thought it would be just like the Queen where it's boss into boss. I was told there was a bread shop in between, so you know I thought there was a small chance that there'd be a whole biome, but I guess they really meant it. Well, we'll have to try and get through that again because now I really want to see what the rest of that place looks like and figure out how to deal with all those. So we'll be trying again tomorrow, I guess. Yes, tomorrow is Friday, but I am gonna end this stream here. It's a little early. I usually try and go at least 4 hours, but on every weekday. But yeah, I don't see how we follow up an attempt like that. At the very least, we got the hand on 5 cell. That feels good in its own right. And yeah, we'll certainly get the spoiler boss tomorrow. So appreciate you, love you, hope you enjoyed. If you did and you have not already, make sure you down on that like button, yeet that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and yeah, come see me again around noon. Usually I make the stream about half an hour before I go live, so you'll find it on my stream or on my channel. But yeah, that's it. Love you. Bye bye. Yeet.